Okay, so, what I saw happening, right, is that I was going to do all this with you. I was going to do it all with your staff.
Yeah.
I'll prioritize what people like, what they don't like, and then I'd see the patterns among all of them, and I would be able to systematically have people doing more what they like. And the weird thing came to me with my job, it could totally be wrong because I don't have enough evidence, right? But I saw it occurring for your staff that they really report to your wife and maybe Bernice, but it's not report. It won't be a report thing. It's not quite like that. It was like I felt that. See, there's multiple things that are occurring here, right? It's all about your well-being, but your well-being can't be taken care of without also equally taking care of the well-being of all the people in your organization. Mm-hmm. And what I realized with what's going on with you actually, it's kind of like in the addiction world, which is not what we're here, but there's a reason why people go to treatment or why they go on a retreat. They need to get away and focus on themselves and get away from the hooks of the drama and the crisis. Mm-hmm. And so what I saw myself being able to create is giving you some space away from these people. You're still in charge, you're still the CEO, but I don't know what it's going to look like, but I just saw that this thing would something would end up happening where people are going to be doing more of what they love to do, and they're not going to always have to rely on you, and you're going to be able to start trusting people, but ultimately you'd know that if here's the thing, like, I'm so much like you, and even when I had my headhunting firm, I had a girl named Pauline. They used to think that she ran the company, like she didn't, but it was just like, I'm an asshole, so what I did is what I would do is and I'm the same with Cindy, you manage the volunteers, and then I would bitch at Cindy at the end of the day. But that was good because it's better that, her and I are talking at the end of the day and freaking out rather than me, demotivating everybody, getting angry and killing everything, like on a daily basis. So I'm not saying it's going to look like that, but I'm just saying that's what I see where this is leading, is to find out the things that you like to do, you hate to do, same with all your staff. We already talked about this. Chad and that other guy that you're like, when are you going on the appointment? Well, they're not going because they don't want to go. Now, there's an impact on that. That means that these customers are experiencing someone that doesn't want to be there. And so it seems to them, even though it's not true, that this Nailrow company doesn't care about me. Well, actually, that's not true. The people we were stupid enough to send into you don't care about you, right? But we do. But the bottom line is, that's who they think. Yeah. So you can force them to go. It's like, and I know because I forced Cindy on all these appointments. I had to do the same thing for 5 years. She never closed any deals. And you know why I realized? I said to myself, holy shit, I'm the problem. I'm insane. How can I keep blaming her if she consistently can't produce the result, and I keep thinking I'm just going to force her into it? No, guess what? That's insanity. I'm just blaming her so that I don't have to be responsible. So then all of a sudden, anyway, you know what I mean? Like those are signs. You can make them seem like they want to go see the client, but you can't change people's hearts. That's what I've always learned in headhunting. You can't change their heart. You can't make them want anything. You can't even do like any kind of motivational. You can do carrot and fire stick, but it's even that, it's not in the heart.
Dangle the carrot. Yeah, it works with me. Doesn't work with other people.
It works with some.
Doesn't work with a lot.
But let's keep going. I got off track.
Yeah, no, that's fine. And then the reason I will go with them, okay?
Because you don't trust them.
Yeah, so I will sit there.
Yeah.
And then at least I can go to the client. And if you do have a problem, here's my card. Call me on my cell, in my office. I'll be more than happy to assist you. So
check this out. And I want to get more into this, so I don't want to, but see, that's you're wasting money, because there's a dollar value for your time, right? And there's a dollar value for this guy's time. If this guy doesn't want to be there and you're there because you can't trust him, and the truth is you'll never be able to trust him, and he will never be trustworthy because his heart's not into it, that means the only one that's absolutely needed in that appointment is you. This guy is a complete waste. It's because I did this with Cindy. I'd bring her out. You come with me because I'm training you. But if their heart really didn't want to be trained, they're not hearing anything. Yeah, all Cindy could do is like parrot me, and I said, "Don't parrot me. Don't use." She'd have to memorize what I'm saying. I said,
Oh, yeah,
"Don't memorize
you
what I'm
can't.
saying. It's got to come from the heart." Because
Yeah.
but that's a clue. People try to memorize and copy you when it's not from the heart.
Fine in the beginning when you're practicing.
Yeah.
But you got to do it off the cuff.
Yeah.
And be,
You'll never be able to trust them. I'm saying that, but I could totally be wrong. Here's what I mean. When I meet your staff, that's only when I have speculations. Like, let's be realistic here. It'd be insane for me to say, oh, I got this intuition, psychic ability, and based on what you told me, like, when Cindy says, oh, you've got an intervention coming, and she starts telling me, I said, Cindy, how many times did I tell you? I don't want to know anything. And the reason why I don't want to know anything is because anything that you tell me is just your interpretation. All I know is the only thing that has any validity is when they're sitting in front of me and I hear it from the horse's mouth. Everything else is a story. So I put weight on your story, don't hear me wrong, but I know that I have ability to see what's going on really when I'm with a human being, and if I'm not with them, it's just a guess.
Yeah, because they're going to see everything totally differently
Yeah.
than the way I see it.
Yeah. And all I'm looking for is what drives you, what do you love, what don't you love, and then, yeah.
And then, Bernice is easy. We just have a chat. She's a very, I don't know, how would you explain Bernice? She's very likable, but, her and I haven't seen eye to eye a few times. I asked, if I asked her, oh, it's good. She went over my head one time with me, and
Nice.
basically, there's the door.
Nice.
Take it. And we haven't had any issues since then. So I was ready for her to walk. But it's all about interpretation. So she interpreted.
Anybody that have the balls to stand for what they believe in, whether they're right or wrong, that's someone you want.
That's what I like. You see, that's what I want.
Someone who stands for something.
Oh, it's good. She was determined.
Yeah.
Like, I know we can all work that shit out after, but I was just glad that she did it. And there's the door, like it or not,
Wow.
I don't care. So, but I knew she wasn't going anywhere.
Yeah.
I knew she wasn't going to go.
Yeah,
But we're going to butt heads. That's going to happen. So
Let's keep going. Let's keep going.
So she's so what I'll get if I have any. She does like a lot of my retail jobs. I give to her because for her it's nice. I go, here you go, and she'll come to me with the invoice. That's peace. That's peace. Here's a lead.
Yeah.
I know it's I know she's calling. I just got to check. When's your appointment with them? Do you need it? Do you need any? No. But she says it's all done. Samples, customers in. I said, and then what we'll do is we play the role. So I said, well, go in at this margin because I know they're going to call me. And then you play the game. So I said, and then when they ask me, I'll come in at this. So we've got all that worked out prior, so that because I know they're going to call me and say, well, what can you do any better? Yeah. It's the game, right? Yeah. So we worked that out quite well. And then she handles it, takes care of it. On projects, she does color boards. She'll pick all the carpet. I'll bring in the owners, the architects in there, and she'll work with the architects and designers to choose all the products and stuff like that. So she's a big help. And what I did with her is I know I pay her too much, but she's such a big help to me. Like, I don't do that stuff. I'm colorblind. I don't have a freaking clue. I don't want to know how. I just want to know the dollars, the numbers, and I'll work with that. So she's a big help that way on taking that jobs like that. And then what I do is if I give it to her, I'll split it with her. I'll split the commission with you. So, and she's quite happy with that. So, because it's a gift, right? But I know with her, I give a gift. It's taken care of. That's what I want from my other cowboys. But how do you get there? Because she wasn't there. It took 10 years for her. She's just been there the last couple years. It took a long, long time. She was doing fine, but now she's in the zone. Like she's in the zone, and it takes a long time. But how do you get there quicker? Like, So I'm pretty happy with her.
Yeah.
and we work well together. But we're not scared to butt heads either, which is a good thing too.